Hello and welcome back, and this is our first project using the Grow with Love bundle, and I've got the Full of Life 6x6 designer series paper because what I realized is we need at least 5.5 by 5.5, if not a 6x6 piece, to use the large envelope die, and I cut most of my paper down to 5.25 by 4. So I really kind of like this paper though. It's fun and it's lively, but it also kind of fits in with the gardening theme and all the different colors. So I've got the mint stamp, and when you die cut it, it actually does cut the name off, so it's just leaves. And I've used the die for the leaf stamp. I've used the small banner punch for the thanks so much, and I've used and I've used the label die for the label itself. So I did, as I said in my introduction video, I did use some washi tape and masked off the for your love and care, and just use the thanks so much. So we just put it on and then make sure it's stuck down well. And then I always make sure that the stamp, like the image that I want, is still kind of showing. So I just make sure that the washi tape is tucked. In this case, I need it to go under the S for the so much and under the H. So it's all available to be inked. There we go. Sorry, that took longer than I expected it to. So I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, and I'm going to ink this up. And I'm just going to take the washi tape off. So you can see that it's not inked, and then I'm just going to pop this down like that. So you've got thanks so much instead of thanks so much for your love and care. Easy peasy to do. Now I'm going to do the die cutting on this. So I'm going to need some sticky notes, and I'm just going to pop this in like this. It fits perfectly in the smaller of the two banner dies. So we're just going to pop that on like that. I am going to need to, why don't I do that one last? Because the other two are going to overlap. So we're going to just pop this one down and make sure you can see what I'm doing. And so I line this up. Okay. Just going to pop a page there, and I'm going to turn this whole thing so I don't have any straight edges going through the machine. Okay, let's pop this one down now and line it up. Okay, there we go. And another couple of sticky notes just to hold that down. And then we'll put this one on. I'm just doing this so I only have to run the machine once and don't have to keep going back and forth. So there we go. Okay, so we're going to sandwich all that up and run it through the machine. So I have a question for everyone. How many of you scrapbook and make cards? I haven't scrapbooked in years, but with the move from Stampin' Up to go into more scrapbooking things, I can absolutely do scrapbook pages as well. But I'm just wondering how interested people are. So if you're interested in scrapbooking, just let me know in the comments. Say yes, scrapbooking, or just cards or something like that. And then I can kind of tailor some videos towards what your interests are. So we've got all our pieces die cut out now. And what you can do before you die cut is color this in. I'm using light Granny Apple Green. And I'm just adding just a little bit of color. I don't want to add a lot because I don't want to kind of blur the details, but this is gorgeous when it's finished being colored. I'll just put that there so you can see just how pretty this is. Like I say, I'm just ever so lightly coming in with a little bit of color, and where there's dark on the leaves, I'm not even necessarily filling that all the way in. So we're just going to add that color there, make sure all the leaves are filled in. And I'm not going to worry too much about blending light and dark because there is so much detail in the stamp itself. These stamps are gorgeous. I cannot get over how the detail in the stamped image itself is so pretty, so detailed. Like I said in the introduction, it reminds me of the Magnolia Mood stamps, and they're gorgeous just on their own. Like, you could just leave this without coloring it in, and it would be fine. There we go. Just add some color there. Go, and on this one I did color in the stems. I used the dark, but it was a little bit harsh, so I'm just gonna come in with the pen end and just add those stems just super light because I don't want them to kind of blot. There we go. Just like that. Just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the real magic, and we're going to die cut out our envelope. So I'm just gonna run that through. And I'm going to make sure I'm lining my die up straight so I don't have any weird kind of edges or angles on my envelope. So there we go. I'm just going to run that through, and it'll make a noise because it's flat edges, because I can't do it on an angle. Well, it wasn't too bad. And now, if you're a paper hoarder like me, you'll save these pieces because you could use them for something. But if you're not, you don't need to. Okay, so let's just pop that over there. And I'm just going to fold my paper over. I'm going to grab my bone folder and just smooth that edge down. And just folding all the edges over. Even the top, like this. So there we go. Okay, so my intention was for this to be a quick little video, but it is turning out to be quite an epic video, so I appreciate your patience. So I'm just going to use some tear and tape to put this envelope together. So just a little piece there like that. And we're going to just roll that edge back when I've lifted up the sticky or the backing. There we go. So I'm just going to fold that over and then like that. And then I need to just put another little piece of tear and tape. You can use adhesive too. I just like the tear and tape. It's nice and clean. And we're just going to pop that along the edge like that. And then just pick up and peel that off. And then fold that up. And then we're going to decorate the front. And I've got a gift card here. I wanted to show you the gift cards do absolutely fit inside the envelope. So that's the gift card inside. So you can use it for a birthday, a gift card, whatever you like. But I just wanted to demonstrate you can actually put a gift card inside. So this I am flat mounting to the front of the envelope. I'm just going to tuck that edge in so I know where my edges are. And I'm putting it over towards the side so I've got room for the mint on the other edge. And then I dimensionalized the thank you. So just put a couple of dimensionals on that. And then I'll show you how I did the back to kind of tie it all down. So I put the thanks so much towards this edge as well. And then I dimensionalized the mint leaves, just like that. And then I popped that, oops, just over the edge like that. So there we've got this dimensionalized and this dimensionalized. And just before I forget, I'm going to put the gems on. These are the adhesive backed transparent gems. And I just popped one there, one up there, and then one down like that. Now let's go ahead and do the back. So what I've got is I used this die to cut out my pieces, and I'm going to put just a small dimensional on the back of one, and I'm going to pop it down in the middle like that. And then I'm going to take, I've got a piece of linen thread, and I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put the linen thread on it like this, and then I'm going to take my mini dimensional and pop it over top so it holds that piece of thread down, so it's anchored. So now we've got the piece of thread, and it's going to pop up like that. Okay, so we're just going to get that out of the way for now. And we've got these two little mini circles that are also cut out. And so I'm going to use those just over the middle. Oops, that's come off now. There we go. And I'm going to push it so that it sticks down to the dimensional underneath. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with the other one. Give it a good push. And then you can just take this one and you can do your figure 8 to wind it closed. And there you go. So that is our project using the Grow with Love stamp set and dies. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you want scrapbook page ideas or just stick with cards. So thank you so much, and let's create together again soon.